You
I have
have
no
no
idea.
idea. No idea. I hadn't pressed the play button yet. You have no idea. Comment section is gonna have no idea the sus kind of sounding ass thing that I could have taken out of context, but I chose not to because I'm a gentleman. I am a gentleman.
What? I was just talking about how delicious water is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was not gonna start it there. I was gonna start it after all of the other things. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Vboomer podcast. We're a bunch of VTubers in our 30s, and you're like, Shades, why is that important? Because for the longest time, a bunch of these young little shits on the internet were like, you can't be a VTuber and be in your 30s. You got like responsibilities, mortgages, children. Well,
Yep, yep,
you
yep.
know what? If you were calling, if young people call old ass people they don't like boomers, and VTubers are calling us boomers, we're V-boomers now. Sage, what are we going to talk about? What do we like to talk about here?
Talk about. Oh, we definitely do like to talk about the latest trending topics in the news.
Yes,
Occasionally,
we
we dip
do.
into the VTuber drama because occasionally you have to.
Sometimes
It's
you have to
part of the
drip your
part of it.
feet into that
Yeah,
dark pool and see what comes back up.
or just whatever catches our interests.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
So, we want to talk about
The elephant in the room.
the massive downslope that Twitch is on right now in the room,
Oh my goodness, that's the elephant I was talking about.
right?
Which is
So,
funny,
so where do you
and
want to
I
start?
don't mean to bring in like politics because we try to stay away from that. But isn't the Democratic symbol an elephant?
I have no idea anymore. I don't
And
really
wasn't there
care.
a Democrat at TwitchCon in the green room when he shouldn't
Bro,
have been back there?
okay. Okay. If we're going to start off like that, Jesus Christ. Here's my thing. If you're on a streaming website, I was fuming when AOC did this. I was fuming when
Huh.
Why Not, who has had too many drinks, our former future prospective president did this. Don't try and turn Twitch streaming and live streaming into a great way to reach the youth and preach about your topics and your ideas.
Yeah. And that doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I just want
No,
to say that before people think that I'm hating on Democrats. I just don't think politics need to be involved in video games.
no, don't,
Yeah.
because
I
they're
understand.
not going to do it right. I'm sorry. I want
Yeah.
to see Bernie Sanders 1v1 Chuck Schumer in Halo, Blood Gulch, snipers and shotties only. But they're not going to fucking do that because they don't know what that means. So yeah, keep your political stuff out of my video games. And you're like, why do you say that, Shades? Well, dear comment section, are you there? Do you like this video yet? Leave a like and a comment. Help the podcast grow so YouTube, hopefully, will pay us one day. So that way we can all get together and drink a small village. And you're like, wow, that's awfully explicit. No. We're going to go out to a bar and we're going to have drinks. A lot of drinks. It's going to be a great
All of
time.
us. He does include our co-host Kirati, who can't be here for this episode. We're not going to get into it. We wish her well, and we're excited for when she's ready to come back. But
Oh,
I
fuck,
just
I
wanted to
forgot to
point
say,
out,
hi, this is Sergeant
yeah.
Sage. I am Shades for Shades. I just recovered from being sick for like a week.
Oh yeah, he sounds so much better. He sounds
Oh
so
my
much
god.
better.
I was McFrickin' dying. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that covers the intro. Now, do we want to talk about the shocking allegations in the room, or do we want to like pretend that
Oh,
the shock collar isn't a shock collar? Welcome to Shock Collar Gate.
shock collar gate. I never really looked into the whole Hassan with his shot collar with his
On
dog
his
on
dog, yeah.
stream. I've
Um,
not looked into that at all because I don't like seeing animal cruelty, so I try
I
to
don't
avoid
either.
that stuff. Yeah.
But
Um. mm,
the manufacturer of that collar has come out and officially stated, yes, it's a shock collar. No, there's no way to just say, hello.
Oh,
Hi,
oh! You
handsome.
try to sit in my lap there,
Yeah, a
buddy?
little bit.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Karate would be
yeah.
writing furiously if she was here
Oh
right
god,
now.
I could hear the notebook. So yeah,
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
the manufacturer of the collar came out and said, no, that's a shock collar. No, you can't disable it. Yes, every time he's doing that, it's shocking the dog.
See, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Imagine
Mhm.
needing a dog there to fulfill your stream room aesthetic, and then shocking the crap out of it every time it moves.
Yeah.
Right?
Ugh, there's this one guy that I watch on YouTube, Levi Nix. I don't know if you've seen his
Never
stuff at
heard of
all.
him.
He's got a nice little setup, and his dog is in his room and is on his stream. There's even a dog cam. The dog's name is Loki. It's
Adorable.
the Australian sheep herder dog, I think, the
A
shepherd dogs.
Yeah.
And he's just got a little couch in there, and the dog just hangs out and naps on the couch. And then like halfway through the episode, the dog is well trained. Like he's got command words, and the dog listens, and like he'll give the dog a treat halfway through the stream. And everyone will be like, oh, no, look at the cute little doggy having a snack on his couch, because he'll go back to his couch and he'll lay down and eat it. And it's a small couch, too. It's not a people couch. It's an animal couch.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you're going to have a dog on your stream, that's kind of how you do it. Like, if you're going to have a pet on your stream, like,
and if the dog's not there, or it's leaking, you don't zap it and tell it to stay.
Yeah. No. If that dog didn't want to be in the room, I'm sure the dog would have left. And not Hassan's dog, but Levi's dog, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 100%. I just don't.
No,
grinds my gears. It grinds my gears.
It's not acceptable. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't have a platform still. And the funnier part is, you've got every other Tom, Dick, and Harry creator being like, "Oh, it's not a shot collar." And I'm like, bro, how many collars light up? How many manufacturers come out and be like, "Oh yeah, we've identified this is X model of our collars, and this is what it does." And I'm done.
People in the comments, people watching, just want to let you know, yeah, we are starting a little bit dark today. There's not a whole lot of great stuff in the news
to talk about that's not dark.
But we will have some lighter stuff a little bit later on that we found that we can talk about. But we just want to get the crazy stuff out of the way first. The fact that Twitch is sinking rapidly, in my opinion. You're sinking as well.
Step into the pool of darkness. Let it consume you.
No, this isn't Star Trek. Go away.
Give me chicken tendies with the spicy sauce.
No chicken tendies. You'll get spray. You get spray
here. But yeah, no. So like, there's so many creators like coming out and be like, "Thon, you shouldn't do that," and then it's just like, bro, where does it stop? Because like, I'm fairly certain Twitch was like, "Hey, you can't do this on our platform," and Mr. I've got a hall pass Hassan is just like, hall pass.
Yeah, essentially.
When does it stop?
I have no idea. I mean, obviously, it didn't stop at TwitchCon.
Do we want to hold on?
We're talking about
hold on. I don't want to talk not the TwitchCon stuff yet. Oh, there's another thing we got to talk about.
What?
There's another thing we got to talk about. We got to talk about what the fuck was on the front page this week.
Oh, you're talking about the diaper furry.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Oh my god.
So for those of you that don't know, there was and is and are many dark places on the internet that people should not be. You know what? I don't have any shame, and I'm going to judge. I'm going to judge horribly. I'm going to flip that switch faster than XQC did when he was looking at that. Here's the deal. There are certain things and fetishes and weird shit on the internet that shouldn't ever be on the internet and shouldn't be allowed to propagate in our society. I'm not coming at this from an angle of, oh, religion, oh, this, oh, that. I'm literally saying there are certain things that shouldn't be allowed in a society. And what we saw on the Twitch front page this week, definitely one of them. And you're like, Shades, you've got ears and a tail. Doesn't that make you horribly hypocritical?
I don't think so.
No.
I think there are levels of characters.
Yeah.
And furry is its own category.
Yeah.
Past what we are. Like,
yeah.
May have ears and a tail. May have ears and a tail. I'm gonna bring up my tail. My tail's much bigger than yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think that it's an aesthetic choice. It'd be like me putting on a headband with ears and attaching a tail. That's fine. Yeah. But when you go full Tony the Tiger, that's just like
no.
Oh
that thing we saw reminded me of Bonkers. You remember Bonkers?
The
Cop Cat
cartoon show. The Cop Cat.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah,
Bonkers.
From Disney. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? This is it. And I was like, why is it? And then it was like regressive play, age play, and it was like, nope, what? And then I was like, wait, is Twitch broken? So then I triple checked, right? And I was like, I clicked on it because I was like, is there a way to like see what is going on? And I was like, no, there are no adult tags on this. They literally let fetish porn on Twitch for nothing, for no age gate.
So I forget. Did who is that cartoon character we were just talking about?
Bonkers.
Bonkers. Did Bonkers wear pants? I'm trying to remember if Bonkers even wore pants in the cartoon show. No?
No.
He just wore shirts?
Yeah, he just wore a shirt. Well, do you want me to look it up? I'll look it up.
Oh, man.
Or do you want me also to get, like, the chart? So that way the comment section understands, knowing that, that we are not furries.
I don't care. I don't care what people think they can classify us as long as it's opinions at the end of the day, you know?
No, this model is literally a tribute to like my golden retriever puppy that I got at a very turbulent time in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying in general, I don't care what people think of my model per se. You either like me or you don't like me. That's just how it boils down, left or right. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter which side you're on. You either like me for me or you don't.
Bonkers did not wear pants.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I did remember that correctly. I was just like, I swear that thing didn't wear pants.
No, he did not.
At least the furry's got a diaper on. But that's the only upside. That's the only upside.
No, that's not an upside. That's not an upside at all.
Why? I didn't look into this at all. You have more knowledge on this thing than I do.
Because he was also talking about filling it. Live on stream.
Gross.
Live on stream.
Gross.
While singing. Yeah. Yeah. And then in his comment links, and then in his comment links and all of his about panels, there were links to explicit artworks and explicit content.
And not only past the bleach, but is there a way you can blow out my eardrums so I don't have to hear this anymore?
Oh, it gets worse, Sage. It gets worse.
Oh no!
It gets worse. His Twitter account.
I don't like that.
Worse. He's part of an entire Twitch team that represents this community that has thousands of members.
You say Twitch team sponsored
official
by
fucking Twitch sponsored team? Yes.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing too. Like, what are they trying to be? The next Kick? As far as I knew, Twitch was making more money than Kick was.
Yeah, they are.
So do they really need to lower themselves to Kick's level?
No, they don't. Apparently, they're just going to do that for free. It gets worse.
No. No, it just got worse. Why are you making this even worse?
It gets worse. Not only is it a part of an entire community that exists on Twitch about this, it's partnered.
How long did it take T-Gray to get partner?
I don't know. But do you know what the process to get partner on Twitch means?
No.
Okay, honestly, so I was going to be like, let me enlighten the viewers at home. So viewers at home, normally when you apply for a Twitch partnership, they just don't hand that shit out. You have to have like 9 or 10 streams at above 75 viewers on average for the whole stream. Okay. And Twitch has to manually review your community and all of your social media. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So there's supposed to be gates to protect the community.
There's supposed to be gates to protect the greater Twitchdom from this weird degeneracy. And to prevent Twitch from being associated with this weird degeneracy. Which is borderlining child poacher levels of degeneracy. It very much is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Youngling poachers are a thing. And this borderlines it very much. So not only did someone review this at Twitch and review all of these accounts and review all of this and say, yes, this is something that we would like to allow on Twitch. They then turned around and were like, oh, I want to be on the front page. And you know what the front page stuff is like, Sage?
Oh yeah, no, that's the
Yeah,
recommended, and not only that,
yeah,
but children see that front page,
yeah, yeah.
like right
Everyone
off the
sees
bat.
that. And you want to know what else?
Huh.
You have to apply and be manually reviewed by Twitch staff in order to be
To
put
get front
on that front
page.
page. So there are 4 different fucking layers of manual review where someone at Twitch literally said a diaper age regressive furry was acceptable.
Now, I'm all for progress and I'm all for change, but there's some things that you should protect the minors from, and this is one of them. Now, I do want to keep talking about this, but I do want to say I have nothing against the greater furry community. You're fine. It's the people like this that kind of give you guys the bad rap. Cuz you guys do it yourself, your own thing. You don't try to force other people into it, none of that stuff. But this, like
This is
this,
unacceptable.
uh, small children watch Twitch,
Yeah.
and without the protections in place
Oh,
and the tags,
hold
like
up.
no tags,
Hold up. Did I mention
it's
that?
just like, come on.
Did I mention
About
the
the
best
no
part about
tags?
that? There were no
No.
NSFW tags on this stream at all.
Yeah. And he had
Almost
links to
send-
NSFW.
Yep.
Don't send me. I don't want to look at it.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
wanna- I don't
Almost
see
sends
it.
you XQC reacting to this shit. Did I send you that?
Oh God, no! I don't think you did.
Oh my god, I
Send
need
it
to
to
send you. I
me.
need to send you that. Hold on.
Send it to me.
Where's it at? Where is it at? Oh my god,
that's-
I lost it.
XQC is one of the big ones too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hold on. Keep talking. Keep distracting the viewers in the
Keep
comments section.
distracting the
Yeah.
viewers. Viewers, are you distracted in the comment section? If
God, I
I've
hope
distracted
so.
you thoroughly, please leave a comment saying I am thoroughly distracted. I need to have that validation that you're thoroughly distracted because I just want to keep saying words. So I'm going to say Gallimimus and Frickerfrass and oh no,
There
that's
you
too
go.
bad. That's probably too close to something.
There you
Okay,
go.
look, he sent it to me. He sent it to
There
me.
you go. All right, so you're gonna watch like the first 30 or 40 seconds. This is not a long clip. Comment section. We may link this in the comments, or not in the comments, but in the I might link it. I might not. I don't know yet. But basically, it's XQC looking at the front page of Twitch, and then him doing a double take. Him doing the same thing I did. What do you think, Sage? Yeah.
Hold on. I'm still watching the clip.
Oh god, it's still going.
Well, it's a minute and 32 seconds.
Oh my
like the
God.
first few seconds, and then he clicks over.
Right? Like he clicks.
Just his face.
Right? He's like, what? And then he's like, huh? Yeah.
Why is he using the Super Mario music as his background music?
Yeah. Yeah. XQC clicks over and he's like, what the fuck did I just see? And then he looks at the chat cam.
I'm listening to his judge. I'm listening to his judge stuff. Give me a second. He's talking. He said he wasn't going to judge, and then he's like, no, I'm going to judge.
Right? He was like, I'm not going to judge. No, wait, I'm totally going to judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't even, man. I can't even.
What the heck?
Right?
Yeah. Like I'm looking at one of the replies, and it's got a picture.
Yeah.
I'm bad at gaming, but at least my butt is big. Like, what is this tiger person posting?
Right. It's youngling poacher behavior.
Ugh.
So, you know what Twitch did?
What?
Sage, you know what Twitch did? Kirari, do you know what Twitch did? Nothing. Do you want to know what happened, though? They got a free 24-hour ban after users mass reported them for being a fetish account. You want to know what happened?
Some of these comments, man. This is allowed, but I can't show my VTuber hips. Are we for real?
Yeah.
Is this just a pedophile hiding behind a furry icon? Like I can't tell at this point.
Right?
Somebody check this bro's PC.
Bro, right?
Yeah.
You're going to see me in there eventually.
Oh, did
Oh my
you
God.
actually threw a comment down?
A few, actually. So,
The Twitch agenda in action right here.
yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
somebody else said.
Yeah. So, Twitch didn't ban this person. They got auto flagged and banned for 24 hours, and then someone reviewed the account and then unbanned it 24 hours later.
So I'm looking at this.
This person is still streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know what this post is for, but it looks like it's got something to do with Discord. It says, hello,
good
generally speaking, we
Lord.
do not consider cub content to be a violation of our terms or guidelines on its own. That being said, you should be aware that such content can be considered shocking for some and should be limited to channels marked not safe for work, and users should have an expectation of the content they will see in the channel before viewing it, i.e. very clear channel name.
Fuck?
Yeah. They're
What
just
the
like, and
fuck?
the funny thing is like the PFP is a picture of a fox of the Discord person responding to a person trying to report it on Discord. Anyways, all right, we need to move on.
We need to
From
move on
this.
before I basically start streaming on YouTube. Oh
Ugh.
God!
This
Why
one
the
comment
fuck
about
would Twitch allow this?
One comment about Twitch needing to be investigated, but they're already under investigation by the federal government.
For what? The fucking terrorist support?
Yeah, they are. And I'm sure that somebody's going to throw something about this stuff in it as well at some point, most likely.
I hope so.
It's just
Oh, so hey, comment section. It gets worse. It gets worse.
No, I don't even want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to.
No, so TwitchCon was this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember, like earlier this month, a very popular Korean live streamer was what's an appropriate way for the algorithm not to delete us? Oh,
I'm
her
sure
subscription
this video is already
her
nuked into the ground,
subscription
my
was terminated to the game of life by one of her fans at a meet and greet. Yeah, so that happened, and then TwitchCon happens. States, you want to talk about what happened to Emiru, or should we talk about what happened to Emiru?
Dude, I've seen a few things pop up about that, and literally, Twitch was. You got to think of it this way too. Like, so these content creators, they're the ones that are making Twitch money.
Yeah.
If they weren't on the platform, Twitch would not be making money off of them. But Twitch says or expects them to do whatever Twitch says.
Right.
And the case I'm trying to make here is, so there were a few streamers at TwitchCon that did not want to do their meet and greet. I think
several
that did not want to do their meet and greets.
They didn't want to go.
Yeah, several decided they didn't want to go. They didn't want to do their meet and greets, but they also had a show planned at TwitchCon. And Twitch, in their infinite wisdom, basically said, hey, if you don't do the meet and greet, we're not going to let you do your show.
Right.
And some of them decided maybe it's best that I don't do my show. Right. And then some, so Emiru decided that she wanted to do her show and decided to do a meet and greet. You can talk about the Chibidoki stuff.
No, hold up. For the audience who don't know who Emiru is, explain to us who Emiru is for a moment, Sage.
She is a content creator on Twitch that does a lot of just chatting stuff. She usually has guests on there. She's in the top 10
of the world.
She talks about a lot of stuff, actually.
Yeah. There's a lot of cosplay.
Yep. She's very popular.
WoW.
I don't know. I don't really watch Emiru's content. I just know, like, I just know base stuff, like because
Yeah.
like I obviously follow in the news what's going on with streamers and stuff like that. Because we're doing that, right? We're making content.
I'm
Like
an
you got
Asmon
to keep up
fan.
to
I
date.
know who Emiru is because they used to
I
be
know,
on a couple talk shows and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but essentially, Emiru, she was just like, yeah, no, I want to have my show. This is
Yeah.
important to me. I want to do it. So she wanted to do her meet and greet. Let's rewind back a little bit. There was a prior event. Emiru had her own personal security, right? Which
Yep.
she makes the money
Smart.
to have her own personal
Smart.
security. Sure, it's a smart thing to do. And basically, from the information that I've read, and this is coming from other sources, so take what I say as you will. But
With a grain of
essentially,
sand.
she was approached by a fan or somebody at one of these other events, and it was host funded by Twitch, and literally her security guard stopped somebody that made her feel uncomfortable and all that stuff, and they were waiting for Twitch security, right?
Yeah.
And the security guard didn't harm this person. They basically just kept them back, and they had their hands on them, but they weren't hurting them.
Quasi-detained. Yeah.
Quasi detained, right? Until the proper people got there.
Yeah.
And so basically the guy did his job. But Twitch security got there and they took over the situation, and then they were just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, because your private security guy laid hands on a attendee to our convention, you can no longer, this guy is banned from coming to any further events." The security guard. The security guard. I don't know what happened to the guy that was being intercepted from possibly causing harm. But the security guard, who she trusts and liked a lot, because I guess they've been working together for a while.
Yeah.
Not allowed to go to these functions. And lo and behold, she is forced to do a meet and greet, doesn't have her own private security, and gets assaulted. Gets assaulted.
Yep. There are like
In
17
a
different videos.
busy, filled con where people are recording the thing going on their phone, but nobody's doing anything to stop it. These humans are not doing anything to stop it. Like, seriously. I didn't fully read what happened after that, but did the guy get away and they had to hunt him down in the convention?
Yep. And they only hunted him down after her manager literally forced Twitch to acknowledge the situation and be like, "Hey, you're going to do something." Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Oh man. So you had sent me this. Twitch had updated their status on Twitter about the situation, and basically the post. And I'm just going to read the post. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. Took them a while to. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon and the premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. I'm surprised no legal charges. They didn't mention any legal charges were going to be pressed. Well, let me finish reading it. We're coordinating with the impacted creators team, which, as you said, the impacted creators team had to force Twitch's hand. And per our standard protocols, continuing to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate the plus ones for the remainder of the event. Twitch has a zero tolerance policy for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. Well, let me ask you this.
Do you want me to read the community note?
Yeah. No, you can read the community note here in a second. Let me ask you this. You know for a fact that you have high-profile, money-making streamers in your meet and greet area. Why do you not have additional security in that area? At all? Like, why do they only get checked in at the door and then they're just free to roam around, do whatever? I understand they paid to be there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But one of your top earners, who happens to be a female as well. Like, come on. Like, well, common sense here. Yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit more money to hire additional security, But
Right.
at the same time, you're protecting yourself and your content creators from any lawsuits or any impact. Look at this. Now people that RSVP'd can't accommodate their plus ones for the remainder of the event
Yeah.
because one guy fucked it up for everybody, and also because security
yeah.
wasn't doing their job. Was there a weapon
No,
involved?
thankfully.
Thankfully, there was no weapon
Yeah.
involved.
But
So it could have been a whole lot worse.
it very well could have been a hold on.
Oh, and apparently Asmongold is supposed to be talking about it today, according to his response to what I just read. Discussing the veracity of this statement, he says. But yeah, go ahead and read the community.
Oh, great. The community note. According to Emiru, the woman who was assaulted, which they didn't name by name because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
The assaulter was not detained until hours later after the incident happened, and it was only done after her manager pressed Twitch to action. She also states that Twitch security did not step up to intervene when the incident happened and were laughing about it openly afterwards.
See,
she literally has a max limit for a Twitter Blue user or an X Blue user. She has a max character limit post about this. She did a 40-minute video about it too.
The other thing too is, oh my goodness, sorry, my brain just melted with all the negative press that's just going on this past week. Just like there's just so much much stuff.
Bullshit.
I was avoiding expletives.
No, I'm done. I'm crashing out.
I know. You're crashing out. It's fine.
No, because like a lot of us use Twitch to stream on. Oh no.
Yeah.
YouTube is literally not much better in several different ways with like what they like to just sneakily be like, oh, you can't talk about this no more. I'm like not telling anyone. And then their monetization is weird. Their copyright system is flagrantly abused constantly. They can't tell if ASMR is ASMR or adult video content, so they constantly ban ASMR creators. Which at this point, you know what? Whatever. We're not going to talk about that because I've got opinions on that that'll get me canceled faster than you could say. Holy shit! Why? And like, Kick had Johnny Somali, Vitali, and all those other nuisance streamers on it for the longest time, and literally had their little PogChamp darling Aiden Was calling creators live on stream and telling them, "Hey, you're out the fucking game because you don't stream and you don't do shit." And I'm just sitting here like, does anyone actually give a shit about the creators anymore, or are they just worried about the money making potential?
I mean, most major corporations, which Twitch is owned by Amazon, care about the bottom dollar a lot more. Yeah, it's a common thing. Like, so there's a dystopian movie, and I'm trying to remember what it is, but it basically starts off and you see these guys, they're basically in war, and it's almost like looks like World War II, right? They've got trenches and everything. And like you learn that they're fighting another group of people, and it's just a massive thing. But then you start learning about the backstory, and it turns out that in this dystopian future, there's no longer countries, it's corporations. So like corporations own huge tracts of land, and now these people are fighting on behalf of the corporations. And like it's
literally,
and it's all because the corporations
movie or
want to make money.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's literally cyberpunk. That's literally cyberpunk 2020. I'm tired.
This was an actual movie, though.
Oh my god, there's been a few of those, and I can't remember what they were either.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate getting old. Comment section, don't get old. Also, comment section. Are you gonna actually watch anything on Twitch anymore, given the whole kit and caboodle that have happened with Twitch? Let us know.
I also want to go over. So, Emiru did post a statement on TikTok. Or not TikTok, Twitch. Sorry, not Twitch. No, Twitter. Why does everything have to begin with T's? Everything has to begin with T's. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read what Emmy had put out there.
Do it.
Hello everyone. I'm okay, and thank you for all the kind messages. Sorry I cannot respond to them all. And we'll go over this paragraph by paragraph, so
Yeah.
it's just not me
So
reading the whole
she's
time.
okay. Don't worry. Comment section.
She's
She's
okay.
fine.
Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of another creator's meet and greet to grab me and my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out it could have been a lot worse. Well, yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but it shouldn't
Right.
even gotten to that point, right?
It literally could have been a Uwu shall be my senpai forever. Knifey, knifey, knifey. And we're just
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, thank God it wasn't.
And then okay, next paragraph. Next sentence.
I'm obviously
whatever.
shaken up by what happened, and it's not the first time I've dealt with something like you shouldn't have to deal like this at all. You thirsty fucking e-boys and girls out there. There's a line. I'm sorry. She's not your pretty princess. He's not your darling prince savior. Understand that we're people. People. God. A lot more hurt and upset by how Twitch handled it during and after the fact.
Yep. She continues, like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. Security in the clip who reacts, so they're in one of the clips, reacts is my own security. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. It's true, my favorite and usual security guard was banned for holding a stalker's arm to bring him to the police at a past TwitchCon, which we had already brought up earlier, which I had told you about. Yeah. However, there were at least 3 or 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away. As you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in the frame, LOL. So Emmy even put an LOL in there. That's not from me. So yeah. So there were at least 3 or 4 security guys, and that did nothing. Like, okay, let me put it this way. You have your favorite content creator. You're standing in line for the meet and greet, right? And this guy goes up to your favorite content creator and tries to force themselves onto that content creator.
Right.
Is it not going to get loud? Is like space not going to get made? Is somebody not going to like react? Were they all just like business as usual? This is TwitchCon.
Right.
If the reaction is going to happen, security, who is supposed to be there doing their job instead of mingling, is what it seems like.
Yeah, they had to have been.
Would have heard a rise in the timbre of the area and gone to investigate at the very least, right?
Or, at least formed a box around the person to, make sure that the crowds for the other meet and greets weren't pressing over to the area.
With the amount of people that were in that area, probably 3 or 4 guys isn't going to be able to box in an area. People are going to squeeze out. People don't want to be involved. They're going to try to get away. The woman who is walking me away is my own personal manager and behind the booth. The only 2 people who were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. So not only did they force her to do this meet and greet in order for her to have her show, they didn't even come to check if she was okay after the fact. They literally could have had one of those security guards stay behind to check on the talent, and the other 3 could have started the sifting process and gotten more security involved. Like, nobody. My friend who was present told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on, talking about something else. So they dismissed it. As if, oh, this is a convention for you. Yep, weird, wacky shenanigans. No, that was moving into somebody's personal bubble and basically attempting to sexually assault them. Yes, you could say it's a kiss. And no, but kisses are intimate by nature. You only kiss people that you are, I wouldn't say necessarily intimately involved in physically, but that you have a love for, that you because you love your parents, so you give them a kiss on a cheek or whatever. It's not weird. You give your child a kiss on the forehead because you're intimately involved with them, but not in a manner that is partner wise. So like, yeah, there's that stuff, but still, it could still be considered sexual harassment.
Yeah.
And as somebody who works in HR, I can tell you if one of our employees did that to a customer,
Fired.
instant fire, gone on the spot. Probably
You will
authorities
not
would have
be-
gotten involved.
You will not be getting unemployment.
Yeah, not getting unemployment. So it continues. We don't have very much left. So if no one was checking if I was okay or if I needed anything, and they let the guy run away initially, I have no idea what anyone hired to keep the event safe was even doing.
Love how she adds
LOL.
a big capital LOL at the end of that.
She threw in another
period.
LOL.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that almost sounds like a coping thing. Because
Right.
let me say this: people overuse LOL.
Right.
LOL is overused. They tack it on because they're just like, oh, let me just throw it in there. It doesn't mean what it used
nervous
to.
Laughing vibes after you say something horrid.
Mm-hmm. In Twitch's statement, they said the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened because of my manager pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it was a big deal. Really? Really?
You can't even just do the right thing.
Here's the other thing too. Say it wasn't a content creator. Say it was an attendee at the convention.
It was an attendee.
No. I'm saying an attendee that got assaulted by another male attendee.
Oh,
right?
Oh.
I'm just saying, just a common person.
Hold on.
Like
we've got
like
some
maybe
things
one
to
of
talk about when we get done here.
Okay, maybe like one of the viewers. I'm just using this as like an example thing. Can you imagine not having somebody there pressing on Twitch security with enough influence to actually make it matter to them? These are the people that you're hiring to protect people in general. Like, come on. She continues. We'll finish the rest of what she's got. It's not very much. I have a lot more I want to say, but I will say it on stream later today instead of writing a book on here. Thank you guys again. Sorry y'all had to see that. This is definitely my last TwitchCon, and it saddens me to say that as a 10-year off and on attendee at TwitchCon, I think other creators should seriously consider not attending in the future. I did not feel cared for or protected, even bringing my own security and staff. I can't imagine how creators without those options would feel. Stay safe, y'all. Everything is going to be okay. So not only is she not going to be attending any future Twitch cons, so fans out there of Emmy, somebody has just ruined this for you. Twitch has also ruined this for you. But she is now advocating that other Twitch content creators don't go.
Yeah.
TwitchCon is a big moneymaker for Twitch. Huge moneymaker for
Especially since
Twitch.
they told the partners they don't get free stuff anymore. Because it used to be,
yeah,
if you were a partner, it was 75% off. Then it went to 50, and then they're like, oh, hey, you just got to buy your way in now.
But so now they're going to lose even more money.
Okay.
They're going to lose even more money because they didn't take an incident seriously and they didn't allow people that could afford their own private protection to have their own private protection. And mind you, that private protection, they're probably licensed and bonded to be personal protection. Which means that they don't break any laws if they have to make a citizen's arrest to hold somebody that's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. I'm getting a little lightheaded from all this nonsense.
So TwitchCon's past, there have been several reports of people being given certain substances. Both men and women. And zero action was taken by Twitch.
I can get their point of view. Like, I'm not condoning it at all, but I can get their point of view stating we have so many attendees, it would be hard for us to police everyone.
True.
I can understand that. But at the same time, if you've had past issues, you put things in place to prevent past issues from happening again.
Like a safety
If you
PSA.
have to do a bag search, do a bag search.
Like
if
a
you
safety
have
PSA.
to If you have to wand people down, wand people down.
Or like a fucking safety PSA. Because gamers and streamers are stupid fucking people. So if you gotta tell them, look, if your drink is unattended or out of your sight for more than 2 seconds, don't drink it. Holy shit, it's not that hard. That's literally a placard that says if you see anyone put anything suspicious into someone else's drink.
Oh, I don't know if this probably was TwitchCon, but I did come across a video in my shorts on YouTube. I might have to try to find it again.
Yeah.
But like literally, they have badges that they can swipe into certain areas, right?
Yeah.
Like certain people. This guy, he walked up, his badge didn't work, right?
Yeah.
And he was being recorded. He was being recorded by his friend.
Yeah.
Badge didn't really work. And like the guy who was working the badge booth or whatever, he tried to scan it again. It didn't work. And the person who had the badge was a apparently very confident person. And the guy eventually just waved him in. Waved him in.
Okay.
Let him through. Let him through something that's supposed to be part of the protection.
You know what's
like,
great?
oh yeah, no, yeah.
You know what's great?
What's great? Tell me what's
Chibidoki
great.
did a meet and greet this
Yes.
weekend at TwitchCon.
Tell me about the Chibidoki thing, because I didn't read anything on it, and you have more knowledge on it than I do.
So supposedly, according to her, it was going great, and then it started going wrong. Very, very wrong. They gave they do every year. They do wristbands and stupid shit that doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So you know what they did? They were like, "Hey, no, this occurred after the Emiru incident, so everyone was kind of flipping their collective shit, right?
Already on edge too.
So, what they did was they made her declare her full legal name and show her face to a Twitch staff member to get into her own fucking meet and greet.
Really?
Yeah, and you like shades? Why is that a big deal? Thanks for asking. Comment section if you were at home.
Random citizen, thank you for asking.
Yeah, most of the time, when streamers and VTubers who use online little VTube avatar things do this, it's because they don't want you to know who they fucking look like. So
yeah,
that's a big point of contention, because a lot of these other streamers, I literally will go back to face streaming tomorrow. I don't have a problem with that. I'm comfortable in my skin, but a lot of these poor people aren't, and that is such a shock and a big deal for you to be like, yeah, by the way, my ID is not working, and for them to be like, well, we insist that we have to see your full face and we have to see your full legal name. And this has been after several other conventions around the world and across the United States have been reported for having staff members physically outing and doxing VTubers and content creators and what they look like.
Yeah.
When does it stop?
I have no idea, man. Like, with advent of the internet, people's identities just aren't protected.
No one is
anymore. It's nobody's really protected. Like, I'm of the same mind. Like, if I decide to switch to FleshTuber today and just show my face while streaming, I wouldn't bat an eye, because honestly, I was a government employee. If you wanted to find me, you could probably find me. Not a big deal. I know my information's out there. But at the same time, I do this because I enjoy doing it. And yeah, you don't really need to know who I am. Like, I am playing a character. I'm playing me as a character, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a dude who looks like a dude who's just like another dude.
Yeah. But like, it gets worse.
Yeah, continue. I'm not shocked at this point. I'm out of oh shits. No oh shits can be given anymore.
Oh my god.
Mentally fatigued from our talking about this.
Is that going to be the title? Twitch. It gets worse.
Yeah.
That's our episode title right there.
That's the episode. You heard it here, commenters.
Yeah.
Title up.
Comment section. Did he actually remember? Did he pay attention? Leave it in the links below.
Leave it in the links below.
So, Chibi also lost her voice because she was literally talking so much.
Yeah, and it's bound to happen.
She had like a second panel going on and a second meet and greet. And apparently Twitch staff closed that early because they could.
Because they could and not because she wanted to?
Yep, she was literally drawing and writing on a whiteboard back and forth to people and trying to talk, saying she was completely fine to do the meet and greet. But Twitch staff told all of the people waiting in line that the meet and greet was over, when she had not told anyone that she didn't want it to end.
See, come on. If you're still willing to persevere, even though your voice is almost gone from talking yourself hoarse, allow them to. Like, Was Twitch worried that because she couldn't talk, she wasn't going to sound like herself, and those people were just going to be like, "Well, who's this lady?" Well, no, they've got a sign next to the booth on who the person is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see the issue here. Why? Okay, and here's another thing. Say that there is a content creator who is mute and can't talk, right? Just let's just we're using this for argument's sake, right? Are you telling me that Twitch will discriminate a mute artist VTuber who wants
Yep.
to draw and who writes to respond to their chat?
Yep.
I was gonna say her, but this could be male or female. You're gonna say, "Oh, we're sorry, we don't want you to do any events at TwitchCon because nobody can hear you anyways, so you're not worth our time." Like, is that what it leads to?
At Chibidoki, the stuff that happened yesterday was horrible, but they specifically said if a creator wanted to meet everyone in their line, then they moved to a separate event area. However, all of us were told to leave because you weren't feeling well and couldn't meet with more people. Chibidoki responding to the random person. I never told staff that I'm sick. I am so confused. I showed up and asked if I could wait longer for another friend before going out. That's the only time staff talked to me during the meet and greet before telling us to cut the line short. I'm sorry. This is true.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then, when the random streamer or random person asked, wait, Twitch cut the line short and cut the event short, they said that it was you that wanted that. And she was like, no, I never said that.
Yep.
So,
today's the last day for TwitchCon, right?
Is Twitch just over? With all of the stuff that's mounting up and the fact that they literally have the governor of California going into TwitchCon to meet with
the convention.
No.
The convention's this weekend. Is it still going, or is today the last day?
Today's the last day. I'm talking about all of it, though. Twitch in general. Because, like, if you also have the governor of California walking in there to try and get people to shill for his party for whatever he does, with him getting access to the green room when he's not a fucking streamer.
Nope.
Because you know that's why he's there, because Gavin Shitsum has some political aspirations to run for president, and I'm sorry, you ran California into the ground. I can't abide by you trying to think that you could actually run America. Because I think all we really got to ask is, where did all the homeless people go, Gavin? And yeah, he's not going to have an answer.
Oh. I don't know anymore, man.
No politics in streaming, please. And then they're like, but then that means we have to get rid of Hassan and all of those other dipshits. Yeah, get rid of them.
Well, okay. Extremists, sure. People that are on the extreme side of politics, that's fine. Get rid of them. But I don't want to rule out the people that are just exercising their right of freedom of speech. Like the people that aren't telling you to go out and harm other people, the people that aren't, they're just giving a light opinion of certain situations.
Oh yeah,
like those people. No, don't. It's you got to go after the people that are taking it to the extremes, because
I agree.
They're content creators that are tired of the current news cycle, the current news structure.
Tired for the current news cycle and structure since 2012.
Yeah. So what do? Their content revolves around reviewing news and going over it on their stream, right?
Yeah.
And giving their opinion on it. Yes, they have an opinion that leans one side or the other or somewhere in between. And I don't think that they should be harmed, because not harmed as in like physical. I mean, just like they're
deplatformed.
Deplatformed. There you go. I don't think they should be deplatformed because of the people that are going to extremes, such as like Hassan and things like that.
Comment section. Is there a conservative shit stick that we should also look at and be like, wow, this isn't cool either?
I don't care that Hassan's putting his opinion.
Literally just the loudest fucking tiny little chihuahua ass dog.
Yeah. I don't care that Hassan is putting his opinions out there. That's fine. You know, you're allowed to put your opinions, but to push and radicalize your audience into harming others, or forcing your stance on people, which he could argue that he's not. They're just like-minded individuals that happen to be in his stream. I just don't think there's a place for that, especially when children have access to that space. I'm not saying, oh God, we have to whitewash. We have to whitewash means so many things, but in my contents, I mean like get rid of all the bad stuff. We don't have to whitewash. We have to whitewash Twitch. No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, there's gonna be people that swear lightly and that make slight inappropriate content. Yeah, I know. they're gonna make some slightly inappropriate comments, but
sorry,
that's fine. But
care.
the people who lean into that in order to get views and farm content, that's when I start having a problem, because their whole identity becomes, I'm gonna be the shit stick. I'm gonna stir this pot. And it's just, no, please no. All right, we need to. Is there anything else that you need to add? Any more shit that needs to go on this heap? Because I'm mentally tired.
They didn't ban Emiru's assaulter for more than 30 days.
I thought that they in their statement they said he was completely banned.
Nope. I see several tweets from an hour ago saying Twitch only banned him for 30 days.
Yeah, but they said that he was going to be banned from all future events, and his online and offline accounts were going to be also terminated.
And the bodyguard that actually stepped up to get the guy away from her, banned.
Yeah, well, yeah, we talked about that. He's banned for life.
No, the new one, the one that happened.
Oh, the new one.
The guy, yeah,
the one that for this one.
Yes, banned for life.
All right, I'm not saying everyone needs to have common effing sense, but common sense. I hire security guard. What does security guard do? Security guard protect me. Security guard grab guy who tried to hurt me, mentally, physically, or otherwise. Good. He do job. He do what paid for. He licensed to do that. Common sense. Oh, what do? We ban the person doing their job, doing what they were paid for, that did not physically harm the individual, but instead detained him. Please, world, tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid. Don't take this personally, guys. This is getting into my brain, and it's just I'm actually, this topic's making me lightheaded. It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, that's the thing that happened. Yeah, I don't know where I stand on Twitch anymore. I know for a fact that in the past I have been told things and called slurs for having a dog tail and ears, and the whole thing on the front page is not going to help that or my viewership. And then we have the fact that this is literally going to get into the news media, and Twitch is going to be told that they're not doing enough to supporters keep their creators safe, which is going to take more creators off the site, which is then going to make Twitch look worse, which is then going to thin out the viewer pool even more.
You know, I'm scrolling through these session topics that we have lined up for the rest of this, and it just there's nothing positive out here.
There's not. It's like, what do you want to talk about? The fact that
look, the violent video game tax in Mexico.
Oh my God, that's
so Mexico is going to start putting a tax on violent video games like GTA. Like if you try to sell GTA in Mexico, you're going to get a violent video game tax added on to what else you have to pay to get it, which is going to trickle down to the consumer, right?
Supposedly, but I doubt it.
Well, it's one step closer because it cleared its first legislative vote in Mexico, mind you. This isn't worldwide. This is just in Mexico. But we've already seen the trend that when one country starts to implement something and then another one, we have a domino effect. And other countries will be like, oh, well, we don't want to be seen as the bad guy. Let's go ahead and also adopt a stance on this.
This is almost as bad as Dan Clancy just straight up tipping a streamer $100 instead of gifting them 20 subs.
Yeah.
We did that
The other
last week
thing
too.
too, the other thing too that you have to think at, since when is it
It's not. I didn't ask the
the
government to
government's
regulate my morality or tax
responsibility
it.
to regulate what children consume? Yes, they are putting protections in there to
That should fall
do
upon the
that,
parents.
but it should fall upon the parents. It should fall upon the parents. The parents need to be like, no, you're not doing that. The case in point, my daughter, she wants to stream. She wants to make content online. She is a teenager. She is not used to the ways of the world. Like, she's been wanting to do it since she was
Nope.
like
Nope.
like single digits. Single
No.
digits.
I would
And
not
my stance has
even.
always been no, you're not old enough.
I
You do
agree.
not understand. Like, you do not have the mental capacity to handle it, nor if something legal happened, the legal mindset to handle it or know what to do. Like, and you don't need to be exposing yourself that way. Not, and you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't need to be putting
You don't need
yourself
to be
out there
exposing
on the
yourself to
internet.
this and the like den of predatory
Yeah.
creeps that are here, because it's literally a den of predatory creeps.
It's, yeah. I mean,
You
not
can't tell
everywhere,
me I'm
but
wrong after what we've seen. You can't tell me
you're
I'm
not.
wrong.
You're not wrong. It's just,
You
it's
hate
just
that I'm
like,
right.
we only see the bad stuff. The bad stuff always comes to the front, and all the good stuff gets pushed behind the bad stuff. And so
Oh, yeah, I know.
eventually everything gets a negative outlook, because even though there's probably more good stuff than there is bad stuff, the bad stuff outshines the good stuff. And it's just a vicious cycle. And there's nothing we can do about that. But yeah, I literally told my daughter, I was like, nope. I said, you don't need to. I don't have a problem if I'm streaming and she happens to step in the room and people hear her on the mic for like a minute or whatever. That's fine. But for her to go out and make her own content, she doesn't need to. And she's like, well,
Unacceptable.
I see all these other parents letting their kids make content on the internet. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to judge their parenting style. I just don't think that's what you need to be doing until you know better.
Right.
Like, and then you've got families that farm their children for content. I'm
Oh
not a
my
fan of
god.
that.
Oh my god. And that always goes wrong too.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that's so good. I mean, there are cases out there where that's not the case. That it's fine, but there are way
done,
more
man.
cases where it's not.
I'm done,
I
man.
don't know.
I'm done.
How long have we been going? I don't want to keep throwing bad shit into the
It
stream.
is done. We are done.
Okay.
Comment section, here's the deal. We're normally not like this. There's 26 other, 27, 28. I don't know anymore. There's a bunch of other episodes that prove we're not just doomsayers, but like, damn, it's hard not to be when the fact that Twitch fumbles the ball so much and literally has driven away the common audience.
Yeah.
Yep. Look, if you want to find me, you might find me at shades_4_SHA3ES. Maybe for now we might just do a complete rebrand. I might just do this thing that all the other fucking little partnered VTubers that want vindication and verification do, where they start their own separate little account because they can't take the fact that they're a partner with responsibilities. I don't know. Sage, where can they find you?
Well, for now, you can still find me on Twitch.
For now.
TV, Sergeant Sage SGT_SAGE. Tuesdays and Thursdays, possibly Mondays, and in the future, probably even Fridays, because I will be off every Friday for the rest of the year, starting in November. A lot of it's going to be Tarkov content, and
Vboomer cast,
Vboomer cast, and Valheim.
Yeah,
a lot of V's.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's where you can find me. Hopefully soon we'll have Karate back. Wishing the best. Life stuff. Like I said, we're not going to get into it, but we want her back.
It's the year, Kamari. We miss you. Please come back.
We miss you. All right. We need sane voices on here too.
All right. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.